Well, good afternoon and welcome everybody to Poplar Bluff Mules Baseball. I'm Frankie Castillo. We are live at Poplar Bluff here at the high school Bobby Strenfel Field. This is the first Midwest Bank pregame show. Joining us right now, the head coach of the Mules, head coach John David Patillo. It is the Mules and the Knights. Coach, thank you again for coming up. We'll see you after the ball game. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Good to have you up here, Coach.
Thank you.
You said you're kind of in a hurry today because you're going to be all kinds of hats. You're going to be the pitching coach here today and everything else in between. Let's talk about your Mules gearing up our final home game. Has that sank in yet? Final home game of 2023.
Yeah. It's been a up and down, but a fun year, and I've really enjoyed myself, and I hope the kids have too. The field looks really good right now. The outfield's we got to get some innings in, get some pitches in. But like I said, we're just going to come out here and compete. That's the biggest thing.
Don't want to overlook seed versus maybe a 5 seed or a 6 or 7.
No, not in the fact that most of the teams had played each other in district competition throughout. Also, one of the teams that we had a little better record, they had beaten 2 of the better teams in the district. So it was just it's a tough district, to be honest with you, with really good baseball. You've got 6 of the South County schools in their area, and of course Jackson's probably had as good a team as they've had in a while.
Time. Absolutely.
Yep.
So today, Farmington, the last time we saw these guys, last Wednesday, Mules got on the short end. 5 errors in the ball game, cost us a lot of runs. Obviously, you talked to me after the ball game. The ride home was very interesting. You had a heart-to-heart with most of your players, and it seemed like for the most part they are responding to that.
They are. They're good kids. They just have to understand that they've got to come out and compete every time that we play. And it doesn't matter what we're doing as far as who we're throwing. We're just always got to push ourselves to be competitive.
Today, as you talked about earlier on, we're going to see multiple players pitch. I think we've got a pitch count for most of these guys today to make them eligible for Wednesday coming up. Farmington, they said the same thing. They're going to throw 6 guys at us more than likely, and they're going to begin today with Aiden Redmond, and he's going to get 2 innings or 45 pitches, whichever happens first. What do you know about him? And more importantly, as Farmington looks to do to us what we're going to do to them, and that is kind of switch things around, how do you adjust to that?
Well, you just have to, and no matter what's coming, we've got to be ready. We all have to be very aware to start an inning, knowing that they're going to be changing pitchers every inning. As soon as that guy gets out there, everybody's got to lock in and see what what that guy's doing. And it's just they're doing similar to what we're doing. We're just our guys are going to get more like 2.5 innings together. They're just spreading it out, an inning here and there. So
2 more questions. Defensively, Coach, you're going with the outfield, Durbin, Hall, and Greenwall in the infield. Johnson at third base today, Spain shortstop, Tabanera second base, King at first, and Dobbs behind the plate. I like the lineup here. What about this lineup made you decide to go this way to begin the game at Farmington?
Well, we've had a rotation in our catching position with those 2 freshmen, and those guys have hit the ball pretty well. And so, you know, quick adjustments, but just going out, hitting the ball, and we've got to throw strikes.
Well, on the flip side, because you didn't offer me any, tomorrow I'm going to get me one of those strawberry shortcakes for my birthday on Wednesday. We're going to have the fresh strawberries. I will probably not save you a piece.
Okay.
I didn't get invited to your house for your strawberries, so I don't know if I'll do it for you or not.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that was eaten within 45 minutes.
I was going to say less than an hour.
We
it was
had,
amazing.
Yeah,
who cooked it, you or the wife?
No, Kathy.
I was going to say
did.
it looked like something she would do.
It was really good. I'm not as much of a baker.
Was still good to go. It is on just her end. We'll check that for you, Sarah, let you know here coming up. But today the Mules are looking to return the favor coming up. Eric Wallace is tuning in today. He is tuning in all the way in Italy. So glad that you are tuning in as well. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll come right back as we are live in Poplar Bluff. Good deal, Sarah. Hopefully it was on our end, and hopefully that fixed it. If not, please let us know. All right, so we'll go to a quick commercial break on the radio side, and if you're watching us on Facebook and on YouTube, hopefully we'll begin this game maybe a little bit earlier. Right now, Farmington coming in for their BP infield and outfield. We're looking at the radar here today, and we may be impacted with some rain coming up a little bit later on. As a matter of fact, looking at the radar right now, there is a rain shower just to the southeast of Poplar Bluff. Thankfully, it is not on top of us right now, but we are anticipating the possibility of seeing some showers and storms. A severe thunderstorm warning right now is in Wayne County. And I know we're doing baseball, but I also want to let people know that are listening on the radio right now, that storm is moving northeast away from our area, which is some good news. And there's nothing right now that is imminently going to be impacting us here locally, but we'll keep watching it for you, and we'll let you know if anything does develop. All right, quick commercial timeout on the radio side. If you're watching us on YouTube and on Facebook, stay with us, and we'll be back. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we're going to keep it here. We're on break here right now on the radio side of things. Hopefully, now that we're not on the radio, if the audio is not coming in, please let me know. I know that Sarah says she can hear now. Tim, you're good to go now. Good deal. Not sure what that was. We apologize for that. I'm not sure really what happened, why the audio went away for a second. Mo Jeffries, glad you're tuning in today. Yes, a rainy day in Kansas City. I've got a feeling it's going to be a rainy day here before this game is all said and done. Hopefully not. Hopefully we're able to get the game in with no issues. We'll see what happens, though. We are back here live in Poplar Bluff, and if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure and hit that share button for us if you don't mind. TJ Neal is tuning in. Our good friend, Pastor Greg Gerberto, is tuning in. Greg, where are you at, my friend? Why are you not right beside me, my friend? Are you out in this warm weather watching Mules baseball? Robert Durbin is tuning in. All big Mules fans here today, glad you are tuning in for our final home game of 2023. Hey, by the way, real quick, also Nick Ramsey tuning in on YouTube. He says, let's go Mules. And by the way, coming up on Wednesday, that is when we begin district play. And what that means is, very simple, on Wednesday, the game will be on radio as well. We'll have it on Misha TV. We are not able, which I hate this rule, we are unable to broadcast the game on Facebook or YouTube, and that is because of Misha rules. We have to go through what's called blue frame technology in order for us to air the game, and that's what we have to do coming up on Wednesday. But if you do want to watch the game coming up, you will be able to do so. We'll have a link set up as early as tomorrow on our Facebook page. Click on the link, and that will take you right to Misha TV. And you'll be able, it's a $10 fee, $10.60 with tax, something like that. And you'll